meteorologist Noel Reed, sponsored by Jim Bass Cars and Trucks.
Good evening, Concho Valley. Winter return in full force as we had talked about yesterday. 29 degrees was our official low, and that came during the afternoon hours. We had temperatures at about 35 degrees just a little before midnight. Nonetheless, we did pick up rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow. All that good stuff that we talked about yesterday that did occur here, even at Mathis Field. Right now we are at freezing 32 degrees. We're looking at that sunset, thinning of the clouds across parts of the Concho Valley at this hour. But we are pulling in a north wind at a breezy 18 miles per hour. Take a look at this old man winter, like we talked about before, return in full force. Ken Grimm from Sterling City. This was at the Sterling County Courthouse. You can see a few inches covered right there in the lawn area. And we had Cardinal sitting out there enjoying the snow, Lori Hayes, and this was from Cristobal, Texas. And this looked like pretty much the entire Concho Valley earlier today. We had northern Erie County 5 to 6 inches. One of our higher snowfall total amounts here across the Concho Valley, 3 to 4 inches out towards Sterling City. Robert Lee, about 1.5 to 2 inches. Slightly under 1 inch as we head around towards Cristobal. A little more than 1/4 of an inch, about 0.3 inches in Mathis Field, but other areas in San Angelo picked up around 1/2 an inch of snow. Taking a look at the Texas satellite and radar, here's what we're dealing with. Potent cold front continuing to travel south and east, looking at a high pressure system building in from the north and northwest. This will continue to settle in across the state of Texas tonight, and that will continue to clear those clouds out over the next couple of hours. Meanwhile, we do still have a layer of clouds right there. We're looking at a potential for some of that freezing rain and sleet that we had earlier actually transitioning over to a snow for parts of Mason County, Kimball County, just to the east of Junction and right around I-10 right now. And this will continue that gradual movement out towards the east and move away from our area here shortly over the next hour or two. Meanwhile, temperatures are still holding on into those lower 30s, sitting at about 28 degrees for Coleman. 30 degrees right now for Brady along with Eden. Ballinger coming in at 30, 32 and freezing, and Mercen coming in at 31 degrees. In El Dorado, factor in that wind. It is brutal out there, folks. Make sure to stay bundled up tonight and stay safe if you are going to be traveling on those roadways. We're seeing a wind chill of about 17 right now in Eden along with Coleman. Feels like 22 here in San Angelo. 17 is that feel like temperature in Barnhart. Here's a look at those wind chills as we head into Thursday morning. They will get even worse. So the feel like temperature, we're talking single digits for several locations. It'll feel like 6 degrees out towards Merchant along with Big Lake, only feeling like 3 degrees, a few degrees away from 0 for some northwestern spots, feeling like 10 right here in San Angelo for early Thursday morning. That trough will continue to move out towards the east. We get a zonal flow returning, so weak ridges, weak troughs. This will allow those temperatures to hold on to the 60s and around 70 as we move forward into the weekend. So tomorrow, it will be a chilly one, but although it will be warmer back to around those upper 40s, maybe 1 or 2 areas getting back into the 50s. More seasonal nature heading into the weekend. Back around 74, if not 75 degrees, all ahead of our next cold front, and this will allow those temperatures to fall back into the mid-50s for early next week. Taking a look at that evening planner for tonight, make sure to bundle up and stay safe out there if you have to be on the roadways. Decrease in clouds still continuing from west to east with that cold breeze overnight. Wind chills at about 6 to 14 degrees. We'll see actual temperatures, for at least for several locations, back into the teens, warming up back into the upper 40s. Lots of sunshine, the most sunshine we've seen here in quite some time. And although, like we talked about before, being a chilly afternoon, it will be a lot warmer than what we got to earlier today. Look at that 7-day forecast moving forward. Sunshine galore all the way into the weekend, back into the mid-60s for your Saturday. 74 on Sunday before our next cold front arrives. It'll take us back into the mid-50s and slightly below average with a slight 10% chance for rain and a better 30% chance for those scattered showers and maybe a few thunderstorms for Tuesday.